although everybody kind of knows a little bit about myself, I'm David Streggy. I run Movies Galore Milwaukee, kind of a group and a um, review type website. But I've also become a producer of some sort over time, and I've asked Dakota to be on this show. Thank you for coming, Dakota. Why don't you
Yeah,
tell? Oh, go ahead.
yeah. Thanks for having me on here.
Definitely. I'm glad to finally put a voice to that twisted mind of yours. So, why don't we get started here? Well, first, let's begin with who you are, where you're from, and what were your inspirations for becoming a director of such independent films that you have created, sir.
Yeah, my name is Dakota, and I come from Denver, Colorado. Well, I still live here, actually. Yeah, we shoot all the movies here, and I wanted to make movies when I was a kid, and then kind of stopped when I was a teenager. But then once I was in my late teens, did a few short films, and then now we've done 3 full-length features so far.
Okay. Well, to get started, so your first feature was actually My Master Satan. What were your ideas behind that film?
Yeah, that film started out as a short film, actually, the Satan's Coming for You. We decided to
Okay.
make 2 more short films and like combine them all so that it was basically like a interconnected anthology film with the same characters, but it was kind of a anti-film at the same time on VHS and purposefully degraded the footage.
Okay. And did you have any challenges creating the film at the time?
Uh, the issue was just the shooting on the VHS.
Okay.
Because
And you
that movie,
did I watch the film?
no, I'm saying if you watch the film, you'll see like how degraded that it really is, the footage. So it was kind of just hard to make a movie out of that.
Very, very true. So, why did you choose the horror genre? I figure since we're talking about horror films tonight, why did you choose?
I'm not sure you can necessarily label the films as horror. I would say like maybe like real life horror. Uh, but the reason why I've just always been fascinated by dark subject matter.
Gotcha. And as dark subject matter is, sometimes it can be quite the Rorschach test, or you can interpret film whichever way you want it to. So that's why I kind of wanted to get you on the show so that we could discuss a few more aspects of the film itself. And at the time of any makeup artists that you worked with at the time?
Collaborators. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like someone who did your makeup or
We've actually never had a makeup artist or anything.
Okay, so
We use just like a very stripped down approach. And it's pretty much, we do everything ourselves.
Awesome. So, also, after the film came out, did the public have?
Yeah, with My Master Satan. It was kind of a mix. We had the issues because it has the VHS quality, and then some parts of the film are hard to hear. And we knew it would be us, people would get it.
So
Yeah,
moving on to America.
but going but yeah, so I would say that it was kind of like half and half. Like a lot of people like really hated it, but then the people that like the VHS quality of it really liked it.
Okay. And as some people are into the VHS quality, the SOV per se, there are definitely some fans of that quality of film. So moving on to American Scumbags, what was your idea, American Scumbags?
Yeah, the idea was to just make kind of like a 70s style crime or exploitation film with better equipment than we had on My Master Satan. And it's kind of a dark humor film at the same time.
Okay. And did you have any kind of a famous or favorite scene in My Master Satan or American Scumbags?
Yes. In My Master Satan, there's a scene where my character, Alistair, and then his friend, Charlie, go to a drug dealer's home to collect some debt. And then they busted on the drug dealer, and he has the drug dealer that they're there to assassinate is having sex with a sex doll. And then they proceed to murder him. Yeah, then Charlie steals the doll. That was, and then for American Scumbags, I would say that my favorite part was where one of the main characters in the film named Billy, where he is with the prostitute and they have sex underneath the bridge, and then he and doesn't pay. But then I also like the part where he goes and confronts his ex-girlfriend and her boyfriend and shoots the boyfriend and then throws battery acid on her face.
So let's see. Original interview with you, you said that American Scumbags was relatively easy to make. And as you just said, that you shot the film with better equipment. Something earlier to me about your neighbor, Darian Fox.
Yeah, he plays, Danny. I mean, yeah, he plays Billy in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually kind of my main collaborator right now, because in our new film, The Acid Sorcerer, he became interested in the technical aspects of filming as opposed to just being an actor, and he ended up being the second unit director on our new film.
And now that you've just mentioned your newest film, why don't you tell a little bit about your newest film and what you think that you created with your now on Indiegogo still, right?
Yeah, it's still on there. It's just the film is already finished. We're just allowing, it's a pre-sale campaign so that the people can get first edition signed DVDs or a signed poster from the film. So
okay.
It's about our new film, The Acid Sorcerer. It's about a film broken down into 5 segments, but it's about a serial killer, a drug addicted couple, a drug dealer that has HIV, and Nikki, a cross-dressing snuff filmmaker.
Okay, so how do you feel about the ending quality of the film? Do you think that that you had the same feel as you did some of your previous films, or do you think that you've learned since then?
Yeah, I think I've learned a lot since then, and then but I'm really happy with The Acid Sorcerer because because when I conceived the idea for the film itself, I just envisioned like a really dark and hateful film, and I think that we accomplished that pretty well.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give this moment here to allow you to state where you can find your films, where what your studio is, and forward to in the future with you.
Okay. Yeah, my films can be bought on Amazon.com. In the asset source, or if you just Google it, the link for the Indiegogo campaign is one of the very first things that pops up. And the name of our studio is called RA Productions. And you can find us our Facebook page at Dakota Bailey -RA Productions.